So we all know that if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you pretty much work until you die. That's not me saying, it's Warren Buffett says that. So before you start joining any company of network marketing or MLM, you have to make sure you have this checklist checked, right? The first one, is it a legitimate business, meaning um, it is registered legally in your country. And Atomy is already legal in 15 different countries, and it's gonna open more branches in the next few years. And it is ethical, like how do they value the people, how do they value the members, the distributors, right? You have to know if they're ethical. And how do they manage the company? If you go to their conference or their seminar, you'll see how do they um, manage the flow of the event, right? And you can see how the leaders represent the company, how do they talk. This is very important as well. And this is actually the most important, if I think, is the item or the products that they're selling. Is it a competitive items, and is it a daily necessities items? If it's not, then let's say they're only selling a mattress. Like how often you buy mattress? Probably not once every year, right? Maybe 5 to 10 years, then you buy a new mattress. So in that case, you won't have any sales until you make a new sale. So that means you have to keep making new sale every day. So if your products, if the company product is daily necessity item, it is an easy business in the world. And also I'm gonna explain the compensation plan later. And this is also important. What is the expense for you to become a member? Is there any joining fee? Is there any maintenance fee, monthly website fee, or any annual renewal fee? Those kind of fees you have to know in advance. But in Atomy, there's zero expenses. It means you join free. There's no monthly requirement. You have to purchase every month, or there's no auto ship, meaning they ship the product automatically to your door and they charge your credit card. There's no such thing in Atomy. And you have to know the vision, if this company is going to survive for another 5 years, 10 years, 100 years. And if you've been to the Atomy Success Academy or seminar, you know that we are going to survive for another 100 years. So they already have a detailed plans in what to do. And last but not least, does the company give everyone a fair chance, or is only the top people or early adopters of the company that gonna make money? But in Atomy, everyone will make money. That means everyone will be successful in Atomy, making $50,000 a month. What is the Atomy business model? It's an absolute product with the highest quality and the lowest price possible. And they have the masthead strategy. It means they produce as a mass product, but they keep the prestige quality, the highest quality possible. That's why we have the tagline, absolute quality products at an absolute price. This is the marketing structure of the Atomy. We all know that there's no joining fee when you join. It means it's free to register for everyone, and there's no automatic reordering or auto ship. So if you don't need to purchase that month, so be it. It doesn't have, you have to order every month. So that's the automatic reordering. And there's also no monthly or annual fees. Most other company, they charge you like $50 a month for the website fee, maybe $25. There's like a recurring fee every month. They make a reason that this is the business. Any business we have a rent or we have an expense, like a recurring monthly expense. So that's normal. But in Atomy, there's no monthly or there's no annual fee when you renew your membership. And also the most important part is there's no PV flushing until your commission received. Most company, network marketing company, they flush your PV or your personal point and your group point values to zero at the end of the month if you don't make any bonus or you get the commission. But in Atomy, that point that you already accumulated as your personal PV is going to cap permanently. It means your lifetime is not going to be reset to zero. And your group PV, your left and right, because we are a binary system, those PV gonna be kept until you get the commission. So if you are fast in doing the business, maybe you get the next month you get the commission, then that time that PV that you accumulated as your group PV gonna be flush to zero. But most people, majority of people, they doing it as a side business. When they have time, they do it. So usually around 3 to 4 months, those group PV is keep accumulated until the commission is paid out. This is very good in order to make sure that you are not being trapped into one of those MLM scheme. So this is the Atomy lineage system. It's a binary system. Is we only have left and right. This is the easiest business model in the world, because imagine if you have unlimited legs, it means you have to maintain every legs until they become successful. So in Atomy, you only have to maintain 2 legs, left leg and right legs. That's the easiest business model in the world. And it's also unlimited level. It means whoever under you, it doesn't matter if you recruited them or your downline recruited them, as long as they're under your lineage, when they make the purchase, everyone above will get 100% as a group PVs. So everyone benefits all up to until you, and all the way up to the sponsor and uplines. So that's what it means by the unlimited levels. And it also, our ID is a global ID. We are in Canada, we can have a partner or a member in the USA, Mexico, South Korea, Malaysia, in all 15 different countries. So it's not just limited to the Canada country. So we can have everyone in these 15 different countries of Atomy become our partners or our members. And this is the global business of Atomy. We have been in 15 different countries, and it's going to open India and China in next year, I believe into 2020. And Turkey, Europe is going to keep opening in the next few years. So India itself, it holds about 17% of the world population. And also the China has 18% of world population. If you combine these two, it makes up about 35%. It's already a third of the world population. Imagine if you can reach out to those people in India right now, because we can register people in India as a member, but they cannot make the purchase yet. But you already set up a network in India. So when they launch Atomy India, they start purchasing items, then you get the PVs as your group PV. Same with the China. So what is the PV? PV means point value. It's a basis for determining your commission payment condition. It means your point value as your personal PV, it sets your base commission. And PV can be earned by your own purchase or your partner or member purchase. So this is an example. A Healthy Glow Base, it has a 5,000 PV. Absolute Skincare Set, it has 130,000 PV. And Spirulina has 9,100 PV. When you make purchase of this item, this will be accumulated as your personal PV. And how do you maintain your membership? There's no renewal fee, there's no joining fee. So people ask me, how do you maintain, or how, because there must be a limit to become a member. So in Atomy, you have 12 months. In that 12 months, if you never make any purchase, then your membership ID gonna be terminated. And how you renew it, you have to make one purchase of any item, regardless the price. You can buy even the cheapest scrubber, $5. Then your membership got renewed the day that you make the purchase, 12 months ahead. So there are 3 types of commission in Atomy. First is general commission. The second one is Mastership bonus. It is called bonus, so it's not for everyone. And the third one is center commission. Those are the people who has their own center. So this is the first one, the general commission. How do you get the payout? When you make your personal purchase, you automatically earn the PV as your personal. Let's say you already at 10,000 PV as your personal. That's about 2 boxes of toothbrush. So that's about $22 in Canadian dollar. So once you make that purchase, automatically your personal PV become 10,000 PV. Then you have the ability to accumulate your group PV, your left group and your right group. So when your left group make the purchase, let's say they make a purchase up to 300,000 PV, then your right group also make the same purchase about 300,000 PV, then you get the commission. And the commission is paid out every week on Tuesday. So let's say you on Wednesday, you get the commission. So that means on the next following Tuesday, the next two following Tuesday, that's your first commission. So this is the commission structure. When your personal PV at 10,000 and your right and left leg has reached 300,000 PV, you accumulate 5 points. 5 points equal about, you time $5 is about $25 every time your left and right legs meet 300,000 PV. Then of course, you as a member, you like the Atomy products, you keep purchasing more items. Then at one point you reach 300,000 PV, the second line there, but your group and your left and right groups making the same purchase when they reach 300,000, this time you get 15 points. That's about $70 more or less commission every time you reach 300,000 when you're at 300,000 PV. And all the way to down until 700,000 PV, 1.5 million. And when you reach 2.4 million PV as your personal, that means your ID cannot accumulate. Well, it still accumulates, but there's no point accumulating more than 2.4 million PV. Then when your group is reaching 50 million at the very bottom, PV, left and right, then you get about 300 points that equal $1,500 commission, general commission. This is daily. So when you reach at the 1,500 daily, that's about $50,000 general commission. That's when CEO Park mentioned about we will all make 50,000 a month. This is what it means. This is the general commission only. And I mentioned about the fair chances in the beginning of the slide. This is what it means. This is the traditional network marketing is the shape is like a pyramid, right? Only the top portion of the people who start early in that company who makes money. That means they have unlimited amount of income. And those people at the bottom, they wish one day they will be at the top, like the people at the top. But imagine if you push them up, they keep getting higher and higher and higher because there's no limit, there's no ceiling. This is the traditional MLM. So in Atomy, we have a ceiling. So once you already maxed out the commission, do you remember what's the amount? It's 1,500 this is not a month, this is a day. When you already at $1,500 a day, that's your limit. You cannot make more than 1,500 a day. So once everyone already at the ceiling, so what do? You're gonna help people at the bottom reaching to the top. So that's why in Atomy, we actually sharing and caring for the people below us. But in traditional MLM, they don't care about those people at the bottom. What they care is they're making more money than those people at the bottom. So this is what is called by the fair ceiling cap system. So this is the graphs. Let's say you are the red one today. You just started. And those are people who already started 7 years ago, 2 years ago, 5 years ago. They're already almost at the ceiling, right? Doesn't matter where you are. Eventually, when you're doing the Atomy the correct way, you attend all the seminar, you attend all the meetings, you use the products, and you keep sharing. Eventually, we will all be at the top, which is making $1,500 per day or $50,000 a month. That's only general commission only. It's not. I haven't even mentioned about the Mastership bonus. So when I mentioned about the 50,000 a month, that's a minimum that you will make in Atomy. We can make 100,000. There are a lot of Imperials that are already making more than 100,000 a month. This is the second Mastership bonus, and this is called bonus. It means this is not for everyone. This is only for the diligent people that doing the Atomy every day. They spend numerous hours every day. They sacrifice. These are the people. These are the bonus for all those people. So there are 7 kinds of mastership in Atomy. The first one is sales master, from the bottom up, and the second one is a diamond master, Sharon Rose master, star master, royal master, crown master, and top one when you're reaching imperial master. So sales master, when you maintain your period as an auto sales master, the commission is about 2,000 to 4,000 a month. When you become a diamond master, when you maintain every period, then you're gonna make about 4,000 to 8,000 a month. Sharon Rose Master, you make about 10,000 a month. Star Master, you make 20,000 a month. Royal Master make 30,000 a month. Crown Master make about 40,000 a month, and Imperial Master make about 50,000 a month. So how do you become a sales master? So every month, there's two periods. The first period is from the date 1st to 15, and the second period is from 16 to 31st. So when your group PV on your left and right reach 2.5 million in that period, that 15 days period, you automatically become a sales master. The first time you become the sales master, you get the products, Hemohim, skincare 6, and evening care set. And also you get the bonus. It's about 450 Canadian dollars. Every time you reach this 2.5 on the left, 2.5 on the right, each period. Then how do you become Diamond Master? When you have two Sales Master on that period and on your left and two Sales Master on the right, you automatically become a Diamond Master. The first time you become Diamond Master, same thing. You got one box of Hemohim, skincare 6 set. I think they changed it to the Fame right now. And also the one box of evening care and one tablet, either iPad or Samsung. I'm not sure. I'm going to prove it later. And also the third one is the center commission. This is for the people who own a center, like our Toronto Success Center. So what is the center for? Is to support the company and also to educate members. So they have weekly meetings, they have a monthly product day, right? And they have maybe a spatial meeting in Chinese, in Mandarin, in Cantonese, or in Tagalog. So these are meant to be educating members so they can grow with the company. So how do you become successful in Atomy? Actually, these are the 4 steps to become successful. The easiest step in Atomy. First, you have to attend the seminar. Seminar in Atomy in Canada, it runs once a month and it's a free event. So people join, you just walk in and just put your name in and they assign you a seat and you just sit there and you listen to the global leaders. They usually invite from US, Korea, from everywhere. So they're going to share their success story in the seminar. So this is very important because if you don't know how to explain Atomy business to an individual, that means you are failing that individual to become a member. So instead of you telling them or trying to explain about the Atomy system, unless you really know about the system well, then don't try to explain. What you do is invite them to the seminar, right? Once a month. It's a free event. So the second one is to attend Success Academy. In Canada, it runs twice a year in Toronto, and it's a very good chance to grow bigger in Atomy. Once you attend the seminar, of course, you grow bigger. But if you want to grow bigger than that, then you have to attend the Success Academy. This is not free. There's a $45 tickets, and it includes about 8 hours program from 9 to 5 and also include a lunch. So this is a very deep session. It's not just listening about the success story of a leader, but you also learn how to write your life scenario, your life goals, everything in there. So once you finish the Success Academy, you're going to become a different person. So the third one, how to succeed in Atomy, you have to go to the education center. This is our center. So try to attend regularly every month to the product day, or if they have a weekly meeting, try to attend this kind of events because it helps you to build up your spirit in Atomy. Because sometimes you find rejection, obstacles, problems with the downline or the upline. You tend to give up, but when you meet at the education center, they can encourage you to go further, right? And the fourth one, the last one is CH Atomy. This is the website. If you just Google CH period Atomy, it will take you to a different website from the Atomy website. These are all the VODs. There are tons of presentation file. Let's say you want to make a gathering, and if you don't know how to make presentation file, you can actually download from this website, and then you put it on the USB stick or your laptop, and they just show it to the slide. So this is very convenient. You can download all your VODs of CEO Hangil Park or any other leaders, you can download it there and you present it at the gathering. So these are the tool that Atomy has provided. Actually, I was in the beginning, I didn't get any information from my sponsor uplines. So what I did, because I didn't get enough information, I go to this CS Atomy website. I learn from this website every day. I spend at least 2-3 hours every day just to learn, educate myself to know more about the Atomy. So my last word is this: the Atomy business is a journey. It's not a race. You're not racing your upline. You're not racing your downlines. You're racing yourself. So it is a journey, and it is not easy, but you will be successful in Atomy, making $50,000 a month.